This
analytics?
conference will now be recorded.
You want to learn data analytics, madam?
Yeah, yeah.
But this is very specifically targeted at Power BI course content, madam.
Okay.
No, I'm just asking, were you curious about learning data analytics, or is it only that you wanted to learn Power BI?
Power BI as well. Yes.
Okay, right. So this course that we are giving right now is a Power BI course. Data analytics batch, we have it in the morning session, but later on we will start it in the evening. Right now, the course that I'm going to take is with Power BI, this evening one. And
Okay.
yeah, in this Power BI session, I won't.
Um,
Yes, Lokesh.
Abhishek, just one quick question.
Hmm.
Can you hear me right?
Yes, yes.
Can you please tell me what's the difference between data analyst and Power BI?
Data analyst course, you need to know how to extract data. First of all, let it be CSV, let it be API, let it be database. Once you get the data, you need to understand the data. First of all, you are suppose working on sales and revenue. You need to provide insights about how much sales we are making in this particular month, in this year, which product is selling more, which product is selling bad, or which rep is selling better, which region is selling better. All that, how do you come to a conclusion? It is using the analytics out of data. So for a data analyst, he needs to know database. He needs to able to write SQL. If it is a CSV, it's fine. If it is an Excel, it is fine. And once you have that, you should have a transformation knowledge wherein you need some kind of advanced SQL, or else you need Python programming. That is the most preferred programming language. And if you know these two, like the data extraction part using SQL, transformation using SQL, or transformation using Python, and the last piece would be Power BI, okay, or Tableau. Power BI or Tableau are mainly used for visualization of data. Okay. So
Okay.
so it wouldn't Power BI. Okay, you can counter argue with me. Okay, I can do transformation using Power BI. Yes, you can do. But if it is in millions of records, can Power BI handle that? No. If it is 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, do I need to pay premium license for Power BI, which is $3,000 per month? Is it really value of money? Or can't I write the transformations in Python? So such kind of things comes into picture. So when you speak about Power BI or Tableau, these two are mainly visualization tools. I wouldn't agree that this is a transformation tool. Okay, you can do transformations, but not to the extent of some millions of records. Okay.
Okay. Makes sense. Thanks, Abhishek.
Mm, yes. Okay. Right. In this session that I'm going to take, I am going to connect to multiple sources of data and make visualizations which will make sense to us. Okay. In this course, I'm not going to waste my time on PPTs. It's not that I show a PowerPoint presentation, I scroll through. No, it is all hands-on project. I connect to a data set, I build a visualization, I show you how to build a visualization, I show you how to use the transformations within Power BI, all those things. Okay. So I don't dwell much in going through PPTs. And then a lot of things will be learned. Okay. Let me show you some sample Power BI. Just a moment, I'm opening Power BI. Okay. The first one that I would teach you, like this is one of it. The first one that I would teach you would be more correlating data, wherein this data is belonging to 2023 World Cup, which was played in India, and Cricket World Cup. So I have three raw data sets for it. Like one is giving me all the information about how many runs have been scored, how many balls have been bowled, who is the wicket taker, how many runs Virat Kohli scored, or how many runs Rohit Sharma scored, all those things. Okay, but one second. Okay, so okay, this delivery table. Let me open that. Okay, and then matches table, and then points table. Okay, these are the three different data sets. One is giving me the points table, which is very simple table, and then the matches table, like which team played against which team on so and so date, what was the venue, what was the city, who won the toss, who was the player of the match, all those things, and which team won by how many runs and which team won by how many wickets. And then if you see here, it gives me the data like, okay, on the first match, first ball, it was Bairstow facing Trent Bolt, and how many runs he has scored. Second ball, it was a six. So it is having me all the data for like around 30,000 lines, and it is across the matches. So from these lines of data, like three data sets, how can I build a report which looks something like this? Okay, like how many runs in total have been scored, how many sixes have been scored, how many boundaries have been scored, how many total wickets have been scored. So which team, like how many matches each team has won? What is the run rate? If it is a positive run rate, negative run rate. And if I click on Virat Kohli, it will tell me that he has scored 765 runs, 9 sixes, 77 boundaries. Totally, he has got dismissed 8 times. Similar way, if I click on Mohammad Shami, this will tell me he has taken 25 wickets, given away 238 runs and 34 boundaries. Okay, if Mohammad Shami has dismissed this batsman, how to get the data transformed from three different Excels, okay, into meaningful insight? The question that Lokesh asked me sometime back, like, okay, what is a data analyst role? Now I give you three raw data sets like this, okay, in form of Excel. How can I make it look something like this? Okay, if I click on this button, I'm getting to know how many wickets Mohammad Shami has taken. If I click on suppose Rohit Sharma, I will get to know how many sixes he has scored in the tournament. Okay, and if you see here, this gives me the points table. And if I go to the player performance, okay, here it is telling me like, if you see, how many wickets did Mohammad Shami take? What was the wicket type? 28% he bowled the batsman, 60% he caught the batsman, caught and bowled the batsman. Like if you see, there is a graph over here, like who were the top 10 scorers, and who was the player of match, how many times in that tournament, all those things. And if you go to venue, okay, the matches were played across India, like two different matches. Like this is a globe map, and this is then the other map that we have, field map that we have in our Power BI. And then if you see here, okay, if I click on Hyderabad, it will show me Hyderabad matches. It was played between which teams and how many matches were played. If I click on Ahmedabad, it will tell me how many matches were played and which teams have played, how many runs they have scored, and who was the player of the match, all those things. So once you have the data set, how to transform this data into a meaningful insight wherein I publish this report now, even someone, they don't need to know the background of how the data is looking, but they can understand easily, okay, who was the top scorer in this entire tournament? It was Virat Kohli. And then who was second? Rohit Sharma. Or who was the top wicket taker? It was Mohammad Shami. Who was second? Adam Zampa. And similar way, if you want to see player performance, you can see in the table format who was the topmost player of the matches, who has won the topmost player of the matches award. Okay, if you want to decide on who's bowling or how much percentage we should take, or it is all about cricket analytics over here. Okay, any questions, anyone? Until now, it's not about the report building, how to create these graphs, how to create these visualizations. Everything will be taught to you, everything will be like practical only. But any questions that you have until now? You guys can be vocal.
Option.
Yeah, okay, let me open another report. Just a moment. In the data sets that I've considered is like I've considered across. Once you see all the reports, it'll make more sense for you. So the second one that I would be teaching is relating to a food delivery app. Okay, something like a Swiggy or Zomato. So some arbitrary data that I've pulled in, and then accordingly I've built a report. So this is a food delivery summary app. And then if you want to go to summary, once you click on it, it'll take you to the summary. And then like across genders, how many orders are being placed? Okay, I have details based on gender, I have details based on profession. So if a person is placing an order, like across gender, how many orders each gender are placing? Are they married or not? What is the job that they are doing? If I want to see across whether they are married or not, I can choose that option, and then accordingly I will get to know whether they are married. Unmarried people are placing more orders for me here rather than married people. Okay, and then what is the amount of money that they are spending? Okay, married, unmarried people. What is the each order value? Okay, and then similar way, if I want to know statistics based on gender, I can go into gender and accordingly I can see here. In the year 2023, how many orders were placed across? In which quarter we had more number of orders, whether they are married or not married, whether they are, whether they are male or female, all those things. And then similar way, as I told you, I have profession details also. Like which profession people are spending more. Might be an accountant is spending more in my app rather than a clerk or a dentist. So what is the reason? Are they married or not? If an accountant, how much is he spending? How much is a waitress spending? All those things. How this is possible for me is like I have raw data set. That raw data set I have transformed into meaningful insight, and I've prepared a chart, something like this. So basing on, suppose I want to see across years, what is the each order value and state. I can go click on this, and across states, what is the order value. So now suppose Swiggy is preparing analytics at the end of year. Right? In Hyderabad, they sell most number of biryanis or something of such sort. They come up with such statistics. So how do they do that? They do the similar statistics. So across the states, which state is spending more? Okay, which state is spending less? So if they are spending less, why they are spending less? What is the kind of promotion that they can do? They can also penetrate into that market where the orders are less. Might be Swiggy is doing less in this particular region and Zomato is doing better. So that might be the reason. So they do all these kind of statistics, and accordingly they come up with a end report. So how did I come up with this report? Again, there is a data set for it. We connect it and we do calculations. And if you see here, there is field parameter, how it is toggling between once I select a particular button, and accordingly the graphs are getting changed to the different parameters over here, and what are the fields over here, and how to make the modeling of data. Okay, all this, like if you see here, I've joined multiple tables over here. So what is a star schema? What is one-to-one join? What is many-to-one join? All those join concepts, everything will be taught to you, and accordingly this report has been built. Any questions until now?
Abhishek, just one question. Is this the Power BI tool or you reported from the Power BI?
This is Power BI tool. I generate I downloaded the data from Google, and accordingly I've built all these reports, and this how to build these reports will be taught to you A to Z.
Okay.
I did not get your question. I answered it, but what was the question exactly? Like
No, my question is it a Power BI tool, whatever is there in
this
the
is
current
Power BI.
screen, or
This is Power BI.
okay?
I will show you how to download Power BI once we go to Microsoft website. Although all those will be taught to you, but this is just a demo session, right? Once we start with the sessions, I'll show you how to download Power BI and what are the like licenses that are available for Power BI. Which license do you need to buy? Is it a basic license or a premium license? When you need to go for a premium license, all those will be helped out, and how to install also will be showed to you. Don't bother about that. For learning this course, I don't think you need any pre-knowledge. From basic, you will, by the end of this course, you will know at least 80-90% of Power BI. Okay.
Okay.
No technical
And
knowledge is required.
actually, I got confused after seeing this Power screen. Like, is this a Power BI tool or something? The report will be downloaded from the Power BI. So just what I
No. This is
confirm.
Power BI. This is Power BI.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks,
So
Abhishek.
those,
Yes, madam.
sorry. So those tables were created with SQL queries, right?
Madam, so I
Mhm.
have two different data sets. Few are from Excel, few are from CSV, and the third one are from database. So I've used PostgreSQL for importing data into SQL, and accordingly,
Mhm.
I will show you what is import mode, what is direct query mode, how to connect to database also I will show you in this course, and how to
Okay.
build reports out of it also I will show you.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else? Any questions?
Abhishek, just one more question. So
Mm,
previously, you thought something regarding the cricket analytic data, right?
mm, mm,
So
mm.
that report has been generated based on the Excel, three data sets, or
Yes,
something you.
these are my data sets. Second, where is my Excel sheet? Just a moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, these are my data
We-
sets. From these data sets only, I have created that report. Over here, if you see the model view, you will have three data sets over here. One second. Delivery table, points table, matches table. Accordingly, on top of this only, I have built that reports.
Okay. Just want to check whether it has been based on the three data sets or you conduct to database and directly recruit from the
No,
database.
no,
I'm
no.
not sure.
Those three data sets only. That's why I showed you the data
Oh,
set also over there. Yeah, this is more relatable data, no? In majority of the population they watch cricket. That's why I choose this one as the first one. Okay.
okay. So if you're having data set is ready, you can work it directly through the data set. Otherwise, if you don't have the data set, then you can come to the database and you can work it through the database. Prepare the report.
End of the day, even it is in CSV or it is in database, once you know the table, once you retrieve the data into Power BI, it will look like an Excel only. So, but on top of it, you won't have this columns. There is no such column in Power BI, this Excel sheet, which will tell you how many sixes have been scored. There is no direct data set. Now, from this data, how did I derive that column? How many runs have been scored? How many sixes have been scored? How many fours have been scored? This is raw data set. From this, I have made transformations. That is the tricky part over here, like how to do the transformations and build these reports. Okay, even Excel also, CSV also, database table also, everything will be, once you make the connection, it will start to look like a table only for you. Once you get the data here, how to build the transformations, that is the tricky part. So that you will learn here. How to build the visualizations also you will learn. Did I answer your question?
Okay. Yes, Abhishek.
Yeah. Suppose next, let's take something like Amazon. Okay, so I have a particular data set which will tell me they are selling multiple products across furniture, office supply, technology products. Okay, this is very specifically Europe related data. So they have multiple regions: central region, north region, south region. If I want to click on only south region, you click on it, and then accordingly the data will be showing here only south region. Okay, in south, Spain, Madrid, quantity, sales, discount, profit. And what is the number of technology products that they are selling? All those will be, if you see, if I click on it, and automatically the numbers will change. Okay, and if you see here on the top also, this text is also changing. If I click on north, that is a smart visual. How to use that, how to create that also I will tell you. So, and then the slicer, so you should be already aware. So if I want to see only in, suppose, United Kingdom, I go select United Kingdom, and the data will start to show me only United Kingdom. Suppose Jeff Bezos want to know like what is happening with his company across, he can go to the visual, have a look at it. And if he wants to go to sales summary, okay, this is called as a field parameter, which I showed in the previous one also, that delivery app. Suppose I want to see a map, central region, north region, what is the sale? Okay, Suppose I want to see sales. This is already selected, but I want to see profit. I deselect profit and I go select, sorry, I deselect sales, I go select profit. And accordingly, the graphs will be modified to show profit only. Okay. If I want to know what is the discount that we are offering, I can go select discount and accordingly the data will be showing me only discount percentages. If I want to see the quantity, I go select it. Okay. Suppose I don't want to see region and country. I want to see the category of the products. I go select the category and accordingly it will show me. In category, what is the subcategory that is selling more for me? It's phones, obviously. Okay. So how many number of phones are being sold? What is the profit that I'm making out of phones? Okay, all those, everything. And basing on the selection, these numbers also will be changing. Okay. Any questions? How to make this graphs? You can make multiple graphs, or I can make too many graphs again, a line chart, all those things. But rather than that, if I want to select a particular parameter, accordingly these graphs are getting modified rather than giving a fixed chart. Okay, country wise, what is the sale? What is the profit? Country wise, what is the sale value? Country wise, what is the sale value? This is a bar chart, this is a vertical chart. Instead of giving a fixed chart, how to create a parameter wherein on toggling the parameter only, all these graphs are changing for me. How to come to this conclusion. So all those will be taught to you. Okay. Any questions until now? If I'm going too fast, you can stop and ask, but ask me if you have any questions. Okay. Clear.
Yeah, you can
Let
go ahead, sir.
Yes. Then the next one I would like to take is office supplies. This is like a specific company selling office supplies, but they have multiple reps and multiple regions and managers under reps are under particular managers. They want to know which rep is selling more, which region is being sold more, all those statistics if you want to do. I'm just opening that chart. Let's see. Give me a moment. So now, okay. For creating all these columns, there are multiple ways. One is you can go to Power Query Editor using transform data. Within transform data, you can do the transformations. The other one, let it open. Okay. This is transform data view. Okay. So how to do transform data over here? How to use this? How to create a new column over here? How to transpose the data? How to pivot the data? How to remove duplicates? How to modify a particular data in a particular column? How to add column using column from example or custom column or custom function? Okay, how to use these things, and then what is the tools that are available for us. All this will be taught to you. And other than that, other than using Power Query Editor, there are two other ways to do data transformation. One is in the table view also, you can do the data transformation, you can create calculated columns also. And the other third one would be writing DAX formulas. So how many of you tried writing DAX formulas before? Anyone? Am I online? Are you guys able to hear me? Okay. Yep. So the next chart that I'm going to show, I mean the next Power BI, just a moment. Let me bring it up. Okay. As I told you, this is a particular company wherein they are selling office supplies across regions and across periods. and then they have reps selling it, and which under which manager which rep is selling more or less. So what is the total sale value, sales by region, sales by category, what is the discount that they are offering across months, what is the sale value, what are the top 5 performers, top 5 managers, and all those things. Suppose I want to see David, I click on David, automatically the data will start to reflect only David's data. Okay. If I want to see someone is least performing, okay, least performer is Joss. If I click on least performer, why is so that she is selling the least among all the people? Who is her manager? All those things. And now for creating this data set, again I have a data set, but here I've used a lot of DAX formulas. Okay, so that you guys can learn. Now in the model view, once I go over here, it will show you all the tables that are mapped together. Okay, once we map all the tables, like what are the DAX measures. So what I have done is I've created a DAX sheet basing on complexity. DAX is data analytics expressions. You can write formulas using DAX and Power BI. So low complexity, medium complexity, and high complexity. Basing on the complexity of writing formula within Power BI, what I've done is I've segregated and I'll teach you accordingly. Okay, first the low complexity, medium complexity, and the high complexity. And then we will finally build this visualization which I was showing you for office supplies. Okay, and then there is something called as detailed view over here, like, and then how to build all this. If you see, there are multiple sheets over here, but how to come to a final conclusion wherein on a click of a button I am seeing all this. But for this there is a lot of investment of writing formulas. Once you write all those formulas, then this will come to this particular view where you can click on particular region, or suppose I want to see only east, I click on this and I see the data. I want to see only south, I click on this and I see only south data. And if I want to see under Warner who are all the reps, so I get to know it is Alex and Richard. Okay, why these people are performing better, why others are not performing better. If I want to go to detailed view, I can go to the detailed view and across the regions. And again, this is a field parameter which I like the most. That's why if I want to see only reps, I select on reps. You see what is the discount percentage that they are providing. Joss is making the list because she's selling less and she's providing less also. And if you see the unit price that they're selling, basing on the graphs that you make a selection, all the graphs will be populating over here. Once you select a parameter, the graph will be populating over here. Any questions, anyone? Come on, guys, ask me anything. Okay, and I will be teaching you join concept. Yes, sir. You want to ask something?
So yeah, just one thing. VLOOKUP formula is also comes on a DAX.
Yes, sir. Lookup value formula will be there, and along with that, it is related will also be there. When to use related, when to use lookup value, both will be taught to you. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
1 second. Related. Okay. So related. So many are there, and even lookup value also will be there. Okay. When to use which, how to use, all those will be taught to you. All these formulas, it will be around 100 formulas of DAX, which are most commonly used. Even though it is 180 lines, it will be around 100 and plus formulas. All this will be taught to you. Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
So you'll be sending this copy to us, or you're just
Yes, madam. Once we register to the course, no, madam, everything, all the material will be dropped into Drive, and all the videos will be recorded. Both will be provided to you every day, and the Drive access will be given to you. All the original source, as well as the Power BI, as well as the DAX formulas.
How long is this course? How many weeks?
Power BI will take me around 23 to 25 hours, madam. That has been the
Okay.
trend. I've been teaching this from more than a year now. It will take 23, 25 hours.
Okay.
what is the cost, sir? How much is the
Sorry,
cost for
madam.
the how much is
Fees,
the cost of
madam. Fees, madam, you should ask in the group, but I think they have kept it around 7,000 or something. I don't know. But speak to Anita or Kumar, they will help you on that. Okay. So then how to, suppose you are curious about playing around with stock data. So I went into NSE and then I downloaded ITC data. Okay, so what was the stock price of NSE? Okay, this is just for the data purpose. I did not make it visually pleasing and all. So IPO of ITC was initially done on 22nd December 2003. On that day till day, what is the price of ITC? And if I want to know what is the price of particular share in the previous year, same period last year, what if on that day it was a holiday? It was not a holiday. How to know all those things? Okay, so how to write this same period last year, same price last year, all these formulas, how to use DAX, how to use measures, all those will be taught to you. So if you see here, previous month price, previous year price, okay, total value of shares, how this can be calculated, all these things will be taught to you. So this is a very basic, only number crunch over here, nothing more than that. Any questions, anyone? Okay, right. And then how to connect to database. Okay, as I told you, I've used PostgreSQL, that is a free database. So once you connect to database, what is import mode? What is direct query mode? Import mode is like you connect to a database, you retrieve the data into your Power BI, and you will do the coding. It will be similar to an Excel once you import the data. But if it is millions of records, is it feasible for us to import? No. Once it crosses millions of records, it will start to crash. Power BI cannot import so much amount of data. And if a single Power BI file, suppose right now, all these Power BIs will be taught to you. And if you see the single Power BI file, this is 450 KB or something. What if you have millions of record and your Power BI has crossed 10 GB of data? This single file of Power BI is beyond 10 GB. That will be there. Once you start working in orgs, you will reach that situation. You will go to 200, 300 million records also. So what if the file is 10 GB? You cannot publish into workspace. Then what you need to do? You need to buy a premium license. That is $3,000. So what is a workspace? How to publish? How, suppose me and Lokesh are working in two different teams, and Lokesh has to see only east data, I have to see only west data, and suppose Nandini is wanting to see north data. Then in that case, how to provide security? What is row level security? What is dynamic row level security? All those will be taught to you. Okay, and then suppose this I have connected to a database now. Okay, once I have connected to a database, once I connected to a database, one second. Once I connected to a database, how to retrieve the data? Okay. What is the advantage of importing data? What is the advantage of direct query? Okay, which is more beneficial? Okay, all those. So if you see here, I've connected to Postgre database. Okay, all those table creation I will show you, but I will not focus much on SQL over there. So, but installing PostgreSQL, importing the data into it, writing the SQL query over there so that the table can be created, and how to import the data into Power BI. That will be taught to you. Okay, and what if there are multiple tables, how to get the data over here? Okay, and what if I want to make a direct query connection rather than an import connection? All those will be shown to you. Any questions?
Um, for this, do you just need a basic knowledge of SQL queries or?
uh, it's very simple, ma'am, like only simple select query. I'm not teaching data analytics over here, it's just Power BI. So for this, only simple select query, like select so and so column from this table. Once you get the data, how to join the data together, all those will be shown to you.
Okay, so
You see
that
here,
is okay. So that is only used for the Power BI, right? Not advanced like
no,
on
no, this
just
course
the.
that I am going to teach you guys, it is very specifically targeted at Power BI only.
Okay.
Yeah, so that, as I told you, you don't know anything also. You start to learn, you will get to know. By the end of
Okay.
this 25 hours, you will be able to do Power BI. You need not know
Okay.
anything.
No, I mean, sorry, for now it looks complicated co-joining all these tables and all. So
No, no,
just
no. You
that.
no, you will not find it. One best example would be I have had students who are like who took 10 years of break. They did not do anything after their BTech and they wanted to do, especially in the morning batch. I have crowd from US or Canada. Even by the time I did this course 3, 4 classes down the line, they were also able to create the reports, create visualizations on their own. They were also asking me a lot of questions. Yes, if they had picked it up, everyone also can pick it up.
Okay.
It's
So
simple.
So
could you
today's class will be how long?
Sorry, I did not get it, madam.
Today, this session will be how long?
I'll
How
take
many
it for
hours?
10 more minutes. I mean, today or daily?
Today.
Today I will take it for 10 more minutes. I want to just answer your questions. It's just about the demo.
Okay.
Yeah. And then what is SQL join? What is left outer join, right outer join, inner join, left anti, right anti? All those will be important for you. So those will also be taught to you because without that, the join concept you cannot be learned. Okay. Any questions, anyone? How to install Power BI, as I told you, how to work on it, the SQL joins. This concept will be taught in the joins here, the modeling view. If you click on it, like you see here, many to many join, one to many join, one to one join, one to many join, all those will be taught to you. Okay. What is cross filter direction? See, majority of the visualizations over here within Power BI, I'll cover almost everything present over here. So it's beneficial for you. Even I will show you some Python scripting within Power BI. Yes, that I forgot to show. What if you wanted to use Python within Power BI? It's not for someone who is basic. If someone is already using Power BI, they want to write Python within Power BI, that also will be shown. How to get the Python within Power BI. Okay, I'm just opening that report, but meanwhile, you can ask me questions if you have any. Any other questions?
Hi, Abhishek. Uh, Hello.
Yes, Sonu.
Yeah, hi. So my question was that will we be trained for the interview as well? Like once we have completed the course, will we get
No,
the mock interview?
the placement and the mock interviews are not conducted by us. No.
Okay. Thank you for confirming that.
some of the interview questions you will be directing, right?
Yes, madam. I will see. I am working on like working for a very huge company. I know how the data things work, how the data visualization works. My main point in teaching over here is like driving the data analytics part, like how to build a report. Okay, no one will come and tell you you put a vertical chart or bar chart, something like that, but they will give you a requirement. Okay, I have this data, go figure out, make a chart for me, make a visualization for me. I have sales across regions, which project is selling more, which product is selling less. So they'll just give you a task, something like that. So how to approach that kind of task is what I'm going to teach you guys. So I'll make you prepared for a interview rather than teaching you, okay, this is an important question. No, how to build a visualization. That is what my driving force in the sessions will be. So you will be knowing how to do it.
Mhm. Okay.
I had actually another follow-up question. So let's say
Mhm.
that once we get placed, do we have to work everything on our own, or there will be someone to assist us that just in case if we got stuck somewhere, or
Okay, you are asking
I'm
about what visualizations that I'm showing on the screen, like if you are
No, no,
practicing on
no,
your
no, no,
own.
no. I'm
Then
just asking that once we get placed, let's say that I got placed in your company, and this is my like first job
no,
as
no,
a
no.
Power BI developer. Yeah.
Okay, you
So
want
will there
support
be
after the course is finished, something of
no, no,
sort.
no, not the support from you. I want to know
Uh-huh.
how the real life environment is once we get placed in a company. So will
Uh-huh.
there be support within the company for us, or it's just that everything we have to do on
So
our
it
own
depends
once we
on the
become a
level of
developer?
knowledge that you have, like how many years of experience that you are quoting to join. Depends on that, no?
Mm-hmm.
So if someone, a 5 years Power BI guy is coming for an interview and he has joined my team, I
Mm-hmm.
would expect him to
Mm-hmm.
do everything. I'll not tell him,
Right.
okay, you put a line chart, you put a bar chart, this is how you need to do.
Okay.
You click on this, here you need to write the script. Someone has quoted his 5 years, he has cracked the interview, so he will be able to
Okay.
do. But someone is like 1 year, he has
Mm-hmm.
just picked up Power BI, he was doing something else, then I will be assisting
Mm-hmm.
him, right? So it all depends on the person
Okay.
who's joining,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Thank
The
you.
mentality
Thank you.
would be the same. Once you join any company,
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
will be expecting you basing on your number of years of experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. That answers my question. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else? And this is what is, don't bother about Python coding and all. This is not for everyone. So if someone wants to do Python graph, so this is using Power BI. This below one, this is using Python. For that, what is the module that is required? How to do it? What if someone wants to plot a violin chart? How to do it? All those uh, a little advanced things I show over here, but it's not for everyone. Anyone else? If you want to ask any question, you can go ahead. Let it load. It is just taking some time. So
So
this is
Abhishek,
a violin chart.
Python.
Yes,
So
Lokesh.
yeah, Python scripting is a prerequisite to learn Power BI.
No, 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 no. That's what I'm saying. This is not at all for someone who wants to learn Power BI. It's there as a visualization. You see, this is Python. So I teach it just for the sake if someone already knows. I had few students also like who already knew how to build visualizations in Power BI, but they did not know the advanced thing like DAX, or they did not know how to write this Python within Power BI. So for those students also, I picked up some things and I added for them. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not for everyone.
So I have
Just
okay.
yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I have one data set. Okay. So with that,
Hmm.
I can go data visualization with through Python scripting or without Python scripting, right? I can go with
Yes.
anything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. But
Python. See, take that out of mind. What I'm telling about Python, take it out of mind. So here we are learning Python Power BI. So you have data sets, get that data sets together, transform the data, make meaningful visualizations. That is what we are going to learn.
okay.
Okay.
But in the data visualization, is there any difference with Python without Python?
If someone wants you to draw a violin chart, it is not there in Power BI. This is violin chart. Now you can ask me, Abhishek, it is not even read user friendly. I cannot read it properly also. But it is there. It is used in data science. This is a violin chart. It is not there in Power BI.
Okay.
It is there in Power Python only.
Okay. So only for the violin charts would be required the Python
Few
scripting.
other charts will be there, but that those are all advanced. You are not expecting to be a data scientist tomorrow. No, we are learning Power BI, so it is not needed for
Okay.
you.
Okay. Just want to know. Okay. With Python,
Yeah,
without
I,
Python.
I I get your concern, but I don't want to scare others because that is not my motive in this course. If you would have joined data analytics course, I would have said yes, you have to learn Python because I teach Python over there. But here it is only Power BI.
Okay. Fine. Thanks,
Yeah.
Abhishek.
Anyone else? So as I showed you, all these reports from scratch with the data set, I import into Power BI. I teach you how to read a file, how to transform each column, how to join the data together, what is one to one, many to one, one to many, all those joins, many to many, what is the problem with many to many, and then finally getting the data set, create each and every visualization that is present over here. And once we create over there, if there is some column missing, how to create that column, major things which are present in table view, what is model view, and then what is Power Query editor, how you can go into Power Query editor, transform data and perform the operations over there. All those will be taught to you guys. Okay, that is what I wanted to show today in the demo. Okay, hope to see you guys tomorrow, and then accordingly we will start with how to download Power BI, how to install Power BI, and how to connect to datasets, and we'll code accordingly. Okay, any questions, anyone? I see Nandini, you wanted to ask something.
No, it's good. It's a good introduction actually today. Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah,
right, madam.
thank you.
Yep. If nothing else, I'll stop here. Thank you, guys. Lokesh.
Thanks. Abhishek. No, nothing.
Yeah.
I would like
Thank
to
you.
say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.